What's good, guys? It's Zuzi Bird, and today is the second year anniversary of Ninja Catz life. 2 years. Dang, it feels like we made this like yesterday. So in this video, I'm just gonna be talking about the series, talking about the seasons, the characters, all of that. I also gotta give credits to my friend Nights to Morning X for creating that series and letting me be on the show. Warning, there will be spoilers. So in March or April 2024, I think he made a video or a community post and he was like thinking about making a show based on the role plays we had done. And I was like, hell no, people would find it cringe. And then I was just like, nah, bro, nah, just no. So then after I said no, he made a community post or a video saying that I didn't want to do it. Now he just wants to make his own show. I think he was mad over it that I said no, or maybe he's just okay with it. I don't know. Then in his second channel, he makes a trailer to the new show, and it's called Ninja Catz Life. The characters that are revealed in the trailer are Ninja Cat, also known as Jason, and his girlfriend, Lauren. But Ninja Cat, also known as Jason, existed before all of this happened. In February of that year, we were doing a roleplay. I was roleplaying as a robber. And then Nights to Morning X himself, he was playing Jason the Ninja Cat. And in that roleplay, I was trying to rob the bank. Then, the Ninja Cat, aka Jason, gets a sleeping bag and just steals the money. This all happened in Brookhaven, by the way. I'm just trying to describe what happened during that roleplay, even though I forgot most of it. The first episode is called Good to Bad Day, also known as the pilot episode. Basically, it's about Jason having a good day at school, then having a bad day in the afternoon after crashing his car somewhere. But in the next episode, aka the second episode, Sad Day, he gets his car fixed. In episode 3, his and her good day, I don't know if that's grammar or not. A girl student named Lauren asks Jason if they could go out this weekend, and then Jason is like, sure. Then from 4 to 5, dating couple part 1, dating couple part 2, they go to the movies. And after the movies, Jason confessed his love to Lauren, saying that he always loved her or something. But the whole scene is just like a bunch of tags, like, like hashtags, because it's Roblox. Episode 6 is not really that important. He just gets his car fixed and that's all. In episode 7, the issue of the old couple, it was revealed that Lauren used to be with another man named Catz, other known as Vincent. Her and Catz broke up because she got treated so badly that her parents appreciated him for it. That's when they broke up. At the school, Catz and Lauren are fighting again. Catz is like, let's get back together, Lauren. And then Lauren is like, no. Then Jason decides to man up. And then he's like, Catz, leave my girl alone. And then Catz says, whatever, y'all are losers anyways. Then Lauren explains what happened with him and her. The rest of the episode is just rehearsing for their graduation because they're seniors and they're going to graduate from high school. In the first part, Catz steals Jason's motorcycle as a revenge of Jason stealing Lauren from Catz. Then Jason calls the police reporting about his motorcycle disappearing. The police says they will look for it. In part 2, the police find clues and they report Jason to it. They found Catz riding on his motorcycle and it's painted black. Used to be a different color. He takes the motorcycle to his house. Then the police is like, ha, now I know where he is now. In the third part, Jason becomes an undercover officer. One-time thing. He shows Jason's police car and he's like, wow, so cool. Then they head over to Katz's house. And then soon he gets arrested, but is also shocked that Jason is seen as an officer to him. In the final episode, episode 11, graduation day, they just graduate from high school, and that's what it's mainly all about. But in the end of that episode, it shows Catz turn to normal. Then he's like, what is happening to me? What is controlling me? Then he turns evil again. Then he says, I'll find a way out of here. That is season 1. In the first episode of season 2, it's basically Lauren meeting Jason's family. And at the end of that episode, Jason just picks up his younger siblings, Jaden and Stacy. In episode 2, moving to college soon, Jason and Lauren are deciding which college are they going to. Seaside, Redcliffe, or Life Together. Both are Roblox games. And they decide to visit those places and think about if they're good or not. At the end of the episode, they decide that life together is the perfect college for them, even though they pick Boxy Wood in season 4. In episode 3, Jason meets Lauren's family. However, Lauren's parents are very mean. When he goes to the house, his dad is like, if you want my daughter to be with you in college, you need to make me something special. But Jason's excuses are like, I don't know how to cook. But the dad has no mercy. Then the mom comes in and then she's like, Rick, intruders! But Lauren's dad says it's just a guest. Soon Jason makes them the food, but then they suddenly turn back to quote-unquote normal. Soon they say that they love it, and then the dad is good with Jason being with Lauren. At the end of the episode, they're really confused but happy at the same time. In episode 4, the cops needs Jason's help about what's going on with Catz. They reveal that Catz has been going like, stop controlling me, and other weird stuff. Then Jason's like, weird, does it have something to do with this? It is revealed as a tracker, but still, the cops are unsure. The next scene shows Catz in his jail cell saying, Unc, stop, why are you controlling me? Then this little Spot, who is his long-lost uncle, he says that meanness will rule the world. Jason makes some food for Catz for him to eat. Catz eats the food, now this little Spot can't control him anymore. He tries and tries, but he says he'll try another day since it's not working right now. The cops revealed that they had so many cases with this, about the tracker, about everything about the meanness stuff. At the end of the episode, the Spot gets executed by Katz's long-lost uncle. Episode 4 is not really that important since they only just apply for it. It's just a 2-minute episode. In episode 6, Jason and Lauren finally get to go to college. It's their first day. Catz is free to go, but before Catz has to go, he needs to sign something. He signs it, and now he's free from prison. When Catz gets in his car, his uncle comes in as a Spot. And then Catz is like, ugh, what do you want? His uncle reveals that when he ate Jason's food, his controls did not work on him for 1 day. He has to avoid that. Then Catz is like, hell no, you're trying to control me to be evil. He stomps on him and kicks him out of his car. When he gets to college, Catz apologizes to Jason and Lauren and reveals how he got mean. He says he couldn't stop it because he was being controlled by his uncle. And his uncle's plan is to turn everyone mean and turn this world into a mad universe. Jason and Lauren are shocked, but they have to get to class soon. The rest of the episode is just about college. In episode 7, they go to their math class, and it is revealed that the teacher, Mr. E, is being controlled. At least that's what Lauren suspects. And so is the music teacher, Mr. Mosiah. But the last class teacher, Mr. B, is not really that mean. He's actually a nice guy. When the first day of college is over, Jason gives them an apple, to the mean teachers. Catz is just walking around, then his jaw drops. He sees a woman named Ava. And yes, they kiss at first love. In episode 8, the two couples go to the new restaurant, Burger Barn. Used to be in Brookhaven, but it's not anymore. A new friend of Jason's, Miles, comes to hang out with them. At the end of the episode, they see an elderly man trying to prepare his sleigh. They suspect it's Santa. 10, 11, and 12 aren't really that important. It's just about Santa hanging out and all that. In the last episode of Season 2, Vincent, aka Catz, needs information about the mastermind. He goes to his father and he reveals that he was the most rotten soul ever. And yes, he was a bad brother, and he says that meanness would rule the world. And at school, the mastermind was a big bully. Ever since they graduated from school, Katz's father and the mastermind, aka his uncle, never talked. Katz's father revealed that they were mean last week until Jason gave them a pie. He reveals that his uncle has an army of black spots and they can put a chip behind your neck. But for the uncle, aka the mastermind, he can get into someone's mind. At the end of the conversation about the mastermind, they reveal that Jason and Catz are cousins. And Jason's parents tell them the same thing. And they're all shocked, all that. That is all of Season 2. In the first episode, the Spider-Man, a scientist named Dr. Connors, are testing to make a cat radioactive as a test. When the cat gets radioactive, it becomes crazy and runs away. The Spider-Man tries to catch it, but they're too late. The next scene shows the couples back together. The next scene shows a new couple coming back to Brookhaven after a vacation to Asia. They are new neighbors of Jason. Jason comes to greet them. The girl's name is Kathy and the boy's name is Nathan. Nathan introduces himself, but he's like, wait a minute. He's asking Jason which high school he went to. Jason responds, Brookhaven High School. Nathan says he went there too. In his mind, he said, there's no way I met Jason again. I thought we would never see each other again. He says, Jason, is that you? Jason responds, yes, it's me. And is it you, Nathan? Scats comes and then he says, hey, Jason, I forgot to tell you that we are... Jason responds, cousins. In episode 2, Jason and Scats are explaining what happened when Nathan was gone. One of the Spider-Man is spying on them. They notice him looking at them, but then he runs away. The three of them go back to Jason's place because Miles is bringing his girlfriend over. The girlfriend revealed is Haley, and she is deaf. But good thing they know American Sign Language. At the end of the episode, they show a scene at the Mastermind's base. One of the black spots is working on an obey chip. They won't listen to Jason and they won't eat their food. In the third episode, Jason gets a scratch from that radioactive cat. Then it just suddenly dies. The Spider-Man find it and then send it back to Dr. Connors, the man behind the test of the radioactive cat. At the spider base, one of the Spider-Men was at the Mastermind's base and he found out about his evil plans. And he recorded the whole thing. In the next scene, Jason has a weird feeling, not about the scratch from the cat, but if Scats is his cousin, that means the Mastermind is his uncle too. Episode 4 is not really that important. It's just that the couples have an ocean party and that's all. In episode 5, Jason, Scats, and Nathan get the dogs where Miles got his dog. Well, they were $75. At the end of the episode, the Mastermind has a plan to kidnap the Spider-Man for spying on them. Before I move on to the next episode, just letting you know that Miles has a quote-unquote tutor named Peter. The beginning of episode 6 is not really that important, but in the middle of it, the Mastermind gets his own dog named Shadez from Dr. Evil's lab. In episode 7, Meanness and Evil Begin Part 1, it's not really that important, he just gets more powerful. But in episode 8, aka Part 2, everyone has like a weird feeling. But it gets even more weirder when a truck named Mastermind Co. comes into the neighborhood. Everyone is like, what the heck is that? And soon Miles and Peter get kidnapped. In episode 9, aka Part 3, it is revealed that Miles and Peter are the Spider-Man because they were wearing costumes, masks, and even the Mastermind took them off. Like, they took their masks off. The Mastermind reveals they're going to be there until this final battle, quote unquote. Now that they're stuck there, there's nothing they can do to stop them. Episode 10 is not really that important because everyone is just sad that Miles is gone, like kidnapped, whatever. But the dogs have to plan to train to become into their wolf dog form to free Miles and Peter. Because they're going to be strong, like, you know. By the way, let me know how many times I said not really that important in this video. In episode 11, Jason reveals that Miles has been kidnapped to Haley. Haley is shocked, but then she reveals that Miles and Peter are Spider-Man. Soon, Jason tells the whole party about it. In Jason's walkie-talkie, he can hear Miles' voice. Miles says he's okay, but they have to come because of a final battle. In a few minutes of episode 12, the dogs are training to get into their wolf form, and they do get into their wolf form, so they are ready. In the next scene, everybody gets ready for the final battle, specifically the boys. The girls aren't fighting, only the boys. They go to the place where Miles is at. Soon the Mastermind comes, and then the final battle begins. But it's not really a long battle because, you know, me and Knights the Morning X are lazy to make like a long fight, like, you know, in Roblox. So we just put a sign that said a few fights later. The boys are down on the ground. They can't get up. They are weak. And then soon the Mastermind gets a bomb and explodes them. Then red, green, and black smoke comes. Jason says, oh yeah, I'm a ninja cat. Now we go on to episode 13. The fight still continues. But then Jason uses his fire blast, and the Mastermind's powers go out, specifically the mask on his face. The Mastermind goes back to normal, and he is revealed as Uncle Justin, and Shadez is back to normal, and is revealed as Happy the dog. The final episode, episode 14, is a family reunion, and that is all of season 3. In a few episodes of season 4, it's just all about college. But season 4 is mainly all about Jason and Scats' grandparents dying, with the grandfather dying in 2025 and the grandmother dying in 2026. The years are skipped though. In 13 and 14, it's 2028, and they graduate from college. In the last episode of Season 4, Jason proposes to Lauren. Lauren says yes. That is all of Season 4. The first episode of Season 5, Lauren's brother Wayne is introduced, and so is Wayne's wife Ashley, and the cat Mr. Mittens. At the end of the episode, Jason and Wayne have a little private talk together. Wayne says he's proud of Jason with that proposal, and later said that he made the right decision. In episode 2, it's Jason and Lauren's wedding. The whole crew is there. In episode 3, they go on their honeymoon vacation. In episode 4, they're still on their vacation, but Jason makes a surprise for Lauren, and it's a little cat. She names it Velvet. A few weeks pass, and now they go back home. In episode 5, Lauren reveals that she is pregnant. Like, come on, a few weeks after marriage? Kinda weird, but okay. But Jason is happy about it. In episode 6, there's a gender reveal. It is revealed that it's just not one kid, it's 3 of them. 1 girl and 2 boys. In episode 7, Jason's younger siblings, Jaden and Stacy, return. Like, they reunite and all that. In episode 8, Catz, also known as Vincent, proposes to Ava. In episode 9, Vincent means Ava's family. Also, I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit too rushed here. In episode 10, Vincent and Ava have the wedding. The whole crew is there. I'm not gonna explain 11, 12, 14, and 15 because that is Nathan and Kathy's wedding and Miles and Haley's wedding. And their proposal too. However, in episode 13, Lauren is hospitalized for the triplets. The last and final episode, Triplets Coming to Brookhaven Part 2, the kids are born. The oldest child is Martin, the middle child is Kayla, and the youngest child is Jason Jr. Many years pass and the kids are grown, like 4 or 5 years old. End series. And that is all of Ninja Catz life I have explained. Dang, it's been 2 years since the first episode. I am becoming so old. But I gotta dedicate this video to my friend Nights to Morning X. Thank you for being there with me and having me there on the show as a cast member. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.